friend. In today's episode about Photoshop, I want to walk you through how you can design this social media flyer in Photoshop. Make how I use Photoshop easy to use and easy to follow in this tutorial. Without wasting too much of our time, let's dive into our site. So I'm using 4x5 inches. Let's name our project. Resolution 300. RGB color, all settings can leave it as default. Let's create our project. So this is our interface look like when I create our project. The next thing is to head over to our resources. So you can see these particular resources there. All these resources will be the link to download these resources will be in the comment section, so you can go and download, so you can follow along how to do it. The next thing is to bring this background, just drop it there like this. So after we drop this background, we just leave it as this like this. So we just leave it like this. The next thing is to, you can see this particular guy, layer mask. You click the layer beside the background, head over to your brush. You can off your catalog by this. It will show you this icon of this brush. So one thing I want to do in this background is to brush some part that we don't want to see in this. So I'll just let your background should be black. Apply it like this. You can see. So this is what I'm trying to do. So after we done that one, the next one is to head over to our resources again and bring this line background. I'll drop it there like this. So I'll just click OK. I'll head over to my blend option. So I'll click on multiply. I will just reduce the opacity. I'll reduce the opacity to 12. I think 12 is okay. I'll pick the layer mask beside it. So I just want to brush some part there. I will just clean this part for now. I think I'll brush this part too for now, so it can be this middle at this. This is really cool for us. The next thing is to just want to give some radiance, brush the dark. The next thing is to do here is head over to adjustment. You click on adjustment, you click on the gradient. So you just want to put some gradient here. You can see if you don't click it like this. So this is the color that I use. The color code, I'll just click OK. So I'll just click OK as well. So you can see this. Our design is almost having some shapings and everything. So I'll just click OK. So you can see I don't like the way it's covered all these white things or something. I'll just click on the layer beside it. Just want to brush this part up. You can see it. Just want to brush this part up. So I think we'll still go back for here. I think this is really cool. So the next step is to write the text that we want to do. I'll go over to my text. I can write it is. So I'll just click OK. The next thing, I'll change this font. I head over to my character. I'll change this font to autograph. So I can make this text bold like this. I'll just position it here. You can reduce it a little bit. Put it here like this. I can click OK. So I can change this. I'll click on the T. I can hold my shift to make it like this. So this is exactly. So I can reduce it a little bit. I can click OK. I have my text again. So I will change this font. I'll change this to the collage. So I can apply my text on the background. So I'll just click OK. So we can see it. I'll change this format to bold. I think I'll use this extra bold, which is really cool. I'll position it here like this and zoom it, see what I'm trying to do. So I'll just make it bold a little bit. I'll just position it like this. I'll just click OK. So after I created this, the next thing is to apply some gradient on this text. I'll click on the effects. I'll click on this gradient overlay. So I'll show you the color code that I use here. So I'll double click it like this. So I'll just click on this left color by my left side. You can see it's just the black color. I'll click OK. So I'll just click on this by the right color. So I'm trying to show you the color code. You can see the color code here. So I'll just click OK. I'll click OK as well. So you can follow the settings here as usual. I'll click OK. So I'll just position my interface very well. So I can leave it like this. So the next thing is to draw our rectangle again. Just want to write some text. So I'll draw my rectangle. I'll draw it like this. So I can click here. So I can change this color. I can change this to black. I can zoom closer by pressing my Ctrl plus. So you can go back to your properties. You can see these properties, 34 for this. I'll just click. I'll place this part. I can make it closer like this. So I can write the prompt text that will be here. Or I can just write it because of the times. I'll just click OK here. I think I will double click it again. So I can position it at the middle. You can see the alignment. I'll put it at the middle. So like this. I'll click OK. So the next thing is I can change this color to white. So don't worry, don't panic. We are still in the same page. So I'll just move this. I'll just reduce it a little bit. You can see it. Just make it bold. It's drop by the. You can see how we achieve that. I'll just click OK. You can see it's very simple to achieve. I think if you have done that one, the next thing to do here is to bring our element image. I'll just go to my resources. I'll bring this as my image. I'll drop it there like this. So I'll just position my image. If you are wondering how I generated this image, or go and watch the video that's up on your screen. Let me position it like very well. I can reduce it a little bit. I'll put it here. You can see this text that we created. I'll just highlight everything. I'll just do it. It's very important to put your elements and everything. Ctrl G to group. So you can Ctrl T to transform. You can position it like this. You can make it smaller. You can make it bold. So anyone you like, you can do it as well. So I think this is really okay. You can press Ctrl A to align it. So highlight it. So you just position it. You can see very easy and easy peasy. So you can now make this picture bold like this and position it like this as well. So after we created this, you can see one thing I'll just do. I want to give this image some light a little bit. I'll just head over to my adjustment. I'll click on brightness contrast. So we just want to give some light. I can just take opacity inside the image, please, a little bit. Like 13 is good. Increase the contrast, which is 7 for now. So I'll just close this one. You can see very easy to follow and easy to follow. So the next thing is to position this very well. I'll bring it because we still want to bring some element there. So I'll just click OK. Head over to my resources again. I'll bring this block image. I'll drop it there like this. You can see it. I'll position it beside the image like this. You can see it, which is really cool. So after we bring our elements into our design, the next thing to do here is to give some shadow so that it can be more realistic. So the next thing to do is to create a new layer. So you can change this color. You can change this paprika color. You can change this to black. So because we want to give some shadow for the image. So you can head over to my brush. Then you click on your brush. You can see this guy. You click on it. You click on soften brush. Let hardness should be 0. Let your size should be for now, which is 800 for now. You can click outside here like this. So you can just apply. You can see apply it again. You can click here like this. The next thing is to press Ctrl T on your keyboard. You can see this. Press Ctrl T on your keyboard. You can just move it like this. Can see how we created this shadow. It's very easy. Can see this, which is really cool for now for this. So you can click OK. You can reduce the opacity. You can see this is brightening something. The next thing is to create another new layer again. Yeah, you can position this new layer at the time, or you can put it at the time again. Yeah. So you just want to put it on the leg that we are seeing there. You head over to your brush, head over to this guy. So you can change this. You can see this, you can change, you can bend it like this. You can see the way you do it. You can just press the outside. You can reduce the brush a little bit. So you can just apply the shadows on the left. Be more realistic. You can see it. You can see how we created this. You can just click on this guy like this. You can reduce the opacity. You can see you can reduce it a little bit. You can see it, which is really nice for me. So we want to apply the same techniques on this block. So you just click here. You click a new layer again. Head over to your brush. So we just apply it. Let me zoom in to see what I'm trying to do here. So you can reduce your brush a little bit. So you can just apply it like this. You can see the way we apply it. So you can reduce opacity a little bit. Not too much. So you can reduce your brush and close this place. So the more you can see it. This is really cool. You can reduce opacity again by 39, which is really nice for me. I'll just click OK, which is nice for me. This is really cool. You can see the way we achieve all these things. Yeah. So the next thing is to bring our contact and the logo and everything. So I'll just head over to my resources. First of all, let's bring this contact. I'll drop my contact here. I'll just position it here like this. Very easy, very easy. So I can just click OK. You can see the way we are doing it. Very, very easy to follow. Ctrl A to align the project. The next thing is to bring some. You can see this plate I'm pointing here. Just head over to my resources. I'll bring my logo. You can use your logo. It's not compulsory to be using my logo. So you can use your logo. You can use your social media handle. So okay. So the next thing is I will just reduce my logo here. I will just put it here. I'll reduce it, resize it like this. I'll just leave it here like this. I can just write social media. I think I'll just like this, which is really cool. So I can align it too. You can see the way the align is, which is really perfect for me. I can move it to Ctrl G and press Ctrl A to align it. Align it. So I think I align it like Ctrl D to disalign its position. You can see it. This is really nice, fine, and easy to follow. So this is how I achieved this social media flyer in Photoshop. You are gaining a lot in this tutorial, and this video is really helping me, and you achieve one or two things. Like the video, subscribe for more Photoshop tutorial, turn on the notification bell, and share with your fellow designer. So thank you everybody. I really appreciate it. See you in my next episode. Bye for now.